Hey, welcome back to another edition of Tailgate Talk here at sunjournal.com/SJVarsity, new high school football and every other sports site here at sunjournal.com. Randy Whitehouse, Justin Pelletier, and Kalle Oakes breaking down week 2 in Class B. Class B, and it's week 2 already.
Week 2 already. Class B, Levitt Area High School, defending state champions.
And here we are.
Yeah.
It's nice. They have practicing out here behind us in the background. They draw Camden Hills this weekend. Is it going to be much different for them than it was against Hampton last week? Do I even dare ask?
See, Camden Hills hung 60 on Nokomis last week with close to 600 yards of total offense. I think
first varsity win, right?
Yeah, and I think 6 would be a good goal for them this week. I just don't see it being, as easy for them by any stretch of the imagination. I think Levitt's schedule is pretty well tailored to having a little bit younger group and needing to build as the season goes along. I don't think they did anything last week to take away from the thought our thought anyway, that they're still the team to beat in Eastern B with that 34-6 win over Hampton.
Talking with some of the coaches before we went live here at the field, they were pleased with the effort last week. They still have some young kids that need to get settled in and get into a little bit more of a flow, but I mean, there's still plenty of talent, led by Jordan Hurst, the quarterback. He settled into the quarterback spot, absolutely seamlessly. So, Camden Hills, they got their first win in their program history last week. They're certainly going to come in here with some confidence. And, they probably remember last year's game where Levitt really took it to them, too. So they'll be pretty fired up going up against the defending B champions, but I don't expect too much of a game after the second quarter.
Nothing like a little bit of motivation to get you going. Mountain Valley, Granny Gloucester. Mountain Valley apparently seems to be the team to beat in Western B this year. Is that still the case? I mean, are the Falcons really that loaded going forward?
Oh, they are that loaded. We saw last week the names Cobras, Bradley, and Allen in the box score quite a bit. 2 of those 3 names were in the box score last year off and on, but that third one, Taylor Bradley, just makes a huge difference to that offense, the way they're able to run the ball with him in the backfield. Grain of Gloucester, still very, very young. They're going to get an education this week, no doubt about it. They'll definitely get their toe in the water this week, so to speak.
Mountain Valley was a little short on offensive linemen coming into the year, but I think what you see Jim Elwood and the staff do up to Rumford is just take some of their backs who maybe aren't getting playing time, maybe are stuck on the depth chart behind guys like Allen and Bradley and Mason, and they put them on the offensive line, and they're athletes, and they get it done.
Always seems to be the case up in Rumford. Last one in Class B this week, Greeley and Poland. A couple of programs both looking for a win this week. They both lost last week. Are we looking at a fairly even matchup here? Is Poland finally going to have a game where they can be as they advertise themselves to be as a senior-laden team? Can we see
they'll have a
this
game if they hang on to the football. I think it's still it's
always the case.
The biggest problem with them is turnovers, and I don't think that kind of thing disappears overnight. I mean, maybe it was opening game jitters last week. They were facing Cape, obviously a big name team last week, so that might have had something to do with it. Greeley hung tough with Wells last week, so that's a heck of a football team there too. So.
Thank you all very much for joining us here. Class B preview for week 2 here on Tailgate Talk. Kalle Oakes, Randy Whitehouse, Justin Pelletier. Have a wonderful week, everybody.